receive a student card from the college, and time of receiving will obviously depend on the Academic Affairs Admission and Registration Office, AARO, and you'll be notified through email once the card is ready to be picked up. So this is the example of the email that you will get from AARO, and it will list the things that you will need to bring to the main office in order to redeem your student card. And they will also provide an entrance pass for you to show security once you arrive on college grounds. So this is just an example of the student card that was entrance pass that was received before. Upon arriving at the college, obviously you have to show your entrance pass, and if you are lost, you can ask the security for direction. And after that, you head for the main office building, and of course follow SOP and press the number machine to get a number. And then once your number is shown on the screen, and it will show the office room you're supposed to collect your student card at. And as always, you can ask any of the staff if you're lost or confused. So this is an example of what the student card will look like. You have your name, your NRIC number, your student ID number, your program that you are in, the faculty that you are in, and at the bottom a barcode. Okay, now the second informative session will be about the Life 2030 online system. So there'll be 3 things that you'll need to complete when enrolling in this subject. Classical books reading, seminar and volunteer work. So for the classical books reading, the criteria is classical, famous, or books that are approved and recommended by the college. So if you want to choose the books that are recommended, you can go to the Southern main website, click on library at the menu bar. Once you click on library, you'll go to the Life 2030 recommended reading list. And once you open that, you can click on recommended reading list abstract, and it will direct you to this PDF file, and you can see the books that you can choose from. And to apply for your own book, you can go to event application. You can click on classical book reading, and these are the details that you need to fill in about the book that you chose, such as a website to the link of the book. You'll try to find it if you can. The book title, the author, and the publisher. As for seminar, you can go to event list, click on seminar, and you'll see what seminars are available. And then once you decide which seminar you want to attend, you'll scan the QR code for attendance confirmation. And then as for volunteer work, this is the notice board, and they will update on any matters that is related to volunteer work there. As you can see, this is a Facebook post about the volunteer work. So for now, the volunteer work will be changed to video creation, but it will subject to change, depends on the lecturer that is in charge. And this is the Google Classroom that you will join when you enroll in the Life 2030 subject. And in the welcome with your student ID next to it, you'll see a profile edit. It will show you your student ID badge, your name, your email, your contact, and the points accumulated so far. So you can see for seminar, classical book reading, volunteer work, and then it will say fulfill requirement or haven't achieved the requirement. Event history, you can check on the events that you have applied to. And you can see here in the seminar, there will be a double X or single X. Double X means you haven't attended the seminar that you chose to attend. Single X means you have attended, but you haven't write out the experience needed. Same goes for the classical book reading. Single X means you haven't filled in the experience or book report, if you can call it that. Applied event history is where you can see the events that you have applied, like your book reading and your seminar. So this is the Life 2030 point system, and for diploma you can refer to Life 20. So you need a minimum of 1 book reading, 2 seminars, and 1 volunteer, so a total of 20 points. On the other hand, for degree Life 30, 2 books, 2 seminar, 1 volunteer, and a total of 30 points. So new semester student, classroom-based course mode, you can only collect point during the semester you enroll to this particular subject. Seminar 5 points, book 10 points, volunteer work 10 points. As for degree, it's 10 points, diploma is 5 points. You only can start enrolling starting 2022B. And yeah, below is the same as previous slide. And now I would like to pass it to our president for the SUC portal. Thank you.
Thanks, Taufik, for the very informative, very useful session just now. Just to clarify, so you can see there's a little difference for the new semester students. They are going to do it in a classroom base. So basically, it's just like normally you register for a subject, okay? But for the batch before this batch of students, you are going to do like what we have shared earlier, the suggestion, like this suggestion. So you can see there's a little difference for new batch of student, which is this batch of student. You can refer to the suggestion for Life 20 for diploma student, Life 30 for the degree student. Okay, so take note that for new semester student, your marks are not, you cannot start accumulate mark for seminars earlier. You can only attend seminars in that particular semester that you apply to enroll for that subject. Okay, that's I think the biggest difference. So I will continue with the SUC portal. I believe a lot of new students has already seen this tryout already. So basically, this is how you're going to find your SUC portal. You already know, and these are all the as a senior, I would say that these are all the those in square in red. These are most of the time I'll be using them. That's why. Okay. And then for this part, I would say the most important part would be the general notice. Try to check it as frequent as possible, like you have been advised yesterday. And if you notice, there is a link for you to access the past year exam papers. For those who are interested, you want to find out about your courses in advance, you can go ahead and see the exam paper, as long as if the exam paper is being prepared by the same lecturer, of course. Okay, and then at the bottom of your SUC portal, you can see this semester to-do list, right? So you have to make sure that your status will need to be like shown in completed, okay? Or else you can get fined, okay? They are going to charge you extra, cost because you are not completing your responsibility in time. You can see the date. So when were these activities or particular of actions you need to done? You can check the dates. Okay. So this is the student timetable. Okay, most of you know that you can see your timetable from this particular icon. But okay, actually you can also check for all of the available courses offered in that particular semester. If you are, trying to open your SUC portal right now, you can try. Okay, click this student timetable, and then you will see this search for lesson details. And when you are being load the second image, don't key anything, don't press anything, just straight away press the search button. Okay, after you press the search button, wait until the page finish loading. Then you will see a whole list of all the available courses in that particular semester. Okay, so the second very important one is this one, 欠费记录, owing records. So like just now, I said if you didn't complete some actions, you are going to get fined by the management, right? You can check about it from these owing records. Okay, this is what it's supposed to look like. if you don't do anything wrong lah, don't get charged. So it will show you 0. Okay. Normally, how do you know how much fee you need to pay for a particular semester? Okay, you check it out here. Okay. Then next would be the online studying platform, which is the one that you are using right now for our meeting, Microsoft Teams. So this is basically how it looks like, but actually you can modify a little, change it into a list view. For this, you can go ahead and search on the Google how to manipulate the views. Okay, and then this is how the file system looks like, and also the posting area. I believe you have seen the post posted by one of our committee inside this particular Teams as well, so you know how it works. Okay. The last informative session that we are going to share with you all is about the study plan. So hopefully all of you here, especially a new student, already get this kind of, it looks like Sudoku because it has 9 square. Okay, hopefully you've got this. This is what we call as study plan from your HOD, head of department, or you can, if you really don't have it, you can ask from ARO or HOD. Okay, you can seek for the particular HOD of your faculty, okay, to get this one. This one is very important. And another thing about study plan is, okay, this subject person records. This is also very important. Okay, after you've clicked into this icon, you can see your, your record table. So every single time after the result is being released to you, please check this subject person records. Make sure that if you already passed that particular subject for this exam, for this previous exam, make sure there's a tick, the correct marks for your subject. Example, like you have seen in this picture, okay, I believe this student has taken computer system and internet application, and he or she passed the exam. That's why there's a mark, the correct tick there. Okay, make sure you check this, okay, because it will affect your graduation. Okay, then at the bottom of this subject lesson records, you're going to see this table. Okay, so how do you know how much credit you must earn so that you can graduate? You can see that at the bottom there's a small line, minimum graduation credits, so it's 133. Okay, and then you might have questions like how much subject to take for each MPU. Okay, you can check MPU U1, 6 credit hours, which means 2 subjects. Okay, then you can check back to the table above to see what are the subjects that these are referring to. So this is how you make plan for your studies. So the tips that we can offer to you is you must follow the study plan as much as possible. Try to follow it. And then next is always refer to your subject lesson record, so you know what kind of subject you need to take, what kind of subject you don't have to take. Don't really go and take extra one, because it will incur extra cost for your study fee, tuition fee. Okay, and then you must know your own limits and ability. So for short semester, usually people will take 3 courses, which is 9 credit hours. For long semester, then you will see a difference amongst your friends. Some might take only 5 subjects, which gives 15 credit hours, and some might take up to 7 subjects, which will then give him or her the 21 credit hour. Okay, and the last tips is always plan ahead, because you are not sure when will the subject crash for their timing for having classes, etc. Okay, so always plan ahead and then ask around. Especially you can approach your senior lah for your particular faculty. They will know better. Okay, so yes, finally we have come to our Q&A session. Do you guys have any questions that you want to ask? But let me change some setting here. Okay. So any one of you here have any questions? If you don't pay the tuition fee in time, because I always pay it on time, so I'm not sure if they will charge you extra fine for late payment. Sometimes normally it will usually incur interest, like if you have loan, you are paying it late, then the bank will charge you extra amounts, right? Okay, how to use the study plan, right? Should I share my study plan, or okay, I try to explain it this way. Okay, this study plan, if you look it carefully, there will be semester 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's like similar to okay, example, you are 21B students, then your first semester will be in 21B. So the first square, the first column there are the recommended subject for you to take. Basically, you have to take, okay, especially those that the faculty already mentioned, oh, you must take this subject, then you need to take. For the departmental elective, sometimes the faculty will simply state departmental elective. So in one particular semester, if there are 2 elective being open, then you can choose either one. So that's how you use your study plan. For Sim Jia Yang, I know that you are new batch students. So for your case, you can only start doing your reading right now. For seminar and of course the volunteer, you need to wait until next year. Next year, the same semester next year. Okay? Yes, they will no longer use the system. So for all intake students, right, if you are curious, they are going to do it like, okay, you are taking this particular subject in that semester, so they can only submit all the seminars and also the volunteer work during that particular semester. For Chan Yip Chun, can I know which particular part that you don't understand for the Life 20 or 30? Are you a diploma students or degree students? Then Tai Kang Seng. Unfortunately, for 21A, you are considered the older batch student, so you are still going to use the system. So you can refer to the suggestion that we gave earlier. Show you for 21A, right? 21A. Yeah. So this one is for 21A. So diploma student, you need to get. Are you a new student? Wait, let me check. Okay, you are a new student, new diploma student. Okay, first thing, you can only take this subject next semester. Next semester, next year, the same semester. Okay, so it's 2022B. Then only you can enroll this subject. Okay, then for seminar and volunteer, you can only do it when you enroll the subject. Okay, you only need to do them when you successfully enroll into the subject. Okay, for reading, you can start your reading in advance, start writing up your report, but make sure you find the books that will be approved by the lecturer. So the safest way would be you can go to the, just now we have shown me, you can go to the library website. There's a suggestion reading list. So these are the books that would get approved by the lecturer, because the lecturer recommend this list, right? So if you want to do it in advance, you can refer to this list, or you can read those very classic piece of work. Example, if you understand Chinese, okay, 你可以去申请《三国演义》啊，那类很经典的那些的话，你做了阅读报告，老师在你拿那个科目的时候，你只要向那个老师申请说，哦，我要读这个《三国演义》这本书，然后他批准了，你就可以上交你的报告，然后他读完了你的报告过后，他觉得 OK 很好，你就可以拿到那个分数了。清楚吗？OK。So mean you just need to write the book report, then save it first when you enroll to Life 20 subject. Yes. But first, make sure you read those classic book. 如果有其他科系没有啊？Life 如果是你，等一下我看一下，你是diploma，你是 diploma student，然后所以你只需要累积20分，然后这个科目呢是不管你是什么科系，你都需要去完成它的，所以就像我刚才说的一样，你只可以在你是21B 的吗？你是20C 的哦，你是20C 的学生的话，你就是照前面说的一样，就是你要用那个。这个旧的系统，这个系统就是一本书10分，然后讲座3分。这个新的积分制度呢，是从上个学期才开始的，就是21A。OK， 这个是给我们的，对吧？你是20C 的学生，你是20C 的学生，所以你是20C diploma student 的话。可以给你的建议就是，等一下，就是这个左边这个表啊，看到这个 Life 20吗？就是你可以读一本书，然后去参加2个讲座。比如你今天就参加了1个讲座，所以等下你 scan 了那个 QR code， 证实了你有出席的话，然后记得要交报告才会拿到分数的。找不到介绍的华文书，你是指图书馆里面介绍的那些书吗？因为我不知道你现在人是在学校，还是因为图书馆很像它有开吗？如果有开的话，你才能够去拿到图书馆的书本啊。如果你是说这图书馆里面的书本啦，OK， 网上的呢，就是如果它不是经典的话，就很取决于那个老师的批准哦。你在家如果你要一定稳妥的过的话，我会建议你就直接找经典的会比较好。西游记啊那一类肯定过的，红楼梦这样讲的话清楚吗？因为我也明白他们介绍的会比较难找，你在家的话，OK， 可以就好，非常谢谢。
我想问下一个问题。
可以。
我想问一下，关于假如我好像比如说我的 seminar 我已经做完了，然后我的 classical book 也做完了，这样假如我没有 enroll 那个 Life 20在这个 semester 啦，我可以交吗？还是一定要先 enroll 了我才可以交？就是交完我所有的东西，就是我已经做完了。
你已经是可以在系统上面交的，因为我个人的经历是我是从20A 我就开始有交 seminar 的报告那些的。除了 volunteer 本身 volunteer 这个东西，你一定要 enroll 了才可以去做。
因为我 volunteer 我是之前就已经做了，就是之前有去参加义工啊。
这样你很方便啦，所以你就已经可以交报告了，你不用等。
所以是不一定讲我要 enroll 那个科目我才可以交啊，就是讲我没有 enroll 那科我就可以交也是可以的。
旧生的话是可以，你是19C 的嘛，对不对？
对对，我是19C 的。
19C 的情况是可以清楚吗？可以OK。
可以可以。
好，谢谢你。
交啊，要怎样交啊？
你在 Life 2030有开系统了，对吗？有一个 account 了，对吗？OK，如果你方便的话你可以 PM 我，等下我直接回答你。你在 Microsoft Team 那边 PM 我，然后等下我直接回答你。OK，然后 volunteer now cannot, right? Okay, for volunteer, you can only do it if you enroll this semester. So for Tai Kang Seng, I think for you, you are 21A degree student. So I suppose you didn't enroll into the subject yet. So for volunteer, you need to enroll the subject first. Is that clear for you, Tsai Kang Seng? how to get the volunteer mark of for Jingting for 5. Okay, you are already final year student. Okay, we have got a final year student, is it? Okay, 19B. For volunteer final year, have you enrolled to the Life 2030 subject? You must enroll because you said you are already final year, right? And you not yet complete your Life 2030. So I suggest you quickly go and enroll into the subject this semester. I understand that there is no volunteer activities, but since if you want to graduate on time, 如果你要及时毕业的话，你一定要完成这个 Life 2030，所以你这个学期就一定要拿了，要快快拿掉它啊！你 final year 了。OK， 好，谢谢你 Aloysius， 对吧？Yes, you just need to enroll to Life 2030 subject for volunteer. 太刚 sang, but make sure you accumulate enough marks lah, because you are the older batch student. Okay, then for Kichang, thanks for sharing the table. This is the table you'll see under profile edit. And then, I see your study plan suggests you to take at the very last semester or the second last semester for you, right? Okay, but if you would like to take it in advance and you have the ability to take, saying that you have already enough marks, then actually you can go ahead and take that.
那个 edit profile 那边不是有一个 save 跟 enroll this semester 哦？那个 save 是什么啊？是你做好了那个东西，然后你按 save 是吗？
不是，就是你看到那个 profile edit， 有些地方是你可以 edit 的吗？如果你 edit 了，你是不是要 save？
我是没有去按它什么啦。
所以那个 save button 是给你，如果有东西你改掉，你要 save 的时候 save。然后 enroll this semester 是给你这个学期有拿你才按，没有拿千万不要按。
但是假如要交但是我没有 enroll 这个 semester， 但是我要交，我已经做完所有东西了。
明白你的疑问，等下我直接 one to one 回答你的问题。
OK 啊。
可以啊。
我有我电话码，我已经留电话码给你了。
可以，好，非常谢谢你。OK，for 下中珠 which means that 21A no need to enroll to complete. Okay, 21A, okay, the reason why I don't suggest you to enroll now is, may I know how much, how many marks have you earned so far since you have just entered SUC in 21A? How many marks have you earned? If you have the confidence that you can complete this within this particular semester, see, you have no marks, right? Just as what I understood. So I would not recommend you to enroll it this semester lah. But if you want to complete your volunteer work, and let's say this COVID-19 is not going to end soon, then you should enroll when you at least have. Wait, are you a diploma or degree student? Oh, you're a degree. So when you have at least 26 marks already in your profile, you can see, right? Under profile edit, you can see if you have 26 marks already, then you enroll. Like how you normally register for the subject. Is that clear for you? Zhongzhu? Okay, thanks for responding. So, are there any more questions? For Aloysius, I understand. Okay, later on I will respond to you.
Okay.
You have got 39. Let me check. You are degree student. So supposedly, but have you done any volunteer work so far? I mean, for each section, have you fulfilled the requirements? You still haven't have the volunteer work. So for volunteer work, right? If you want to complete the volunteer work requirements, then you would need to enroll to that subject. Okay, then the particular lecturer will let you know. what should you do to replace the volunteer work so you can get your 4 marks for volunteer work? You enroll already. Okay, you enroll already, right? So you check the notice board. Just now we have shared, right? For this one. For the notice board, you will actually see which Google Classroom you need to go to, or maybe you can check the SUC General Study Center Facebook page. Then you will enter that particular Google Classroom. Then the lecturer will give instruction what you should do. Is that clear for you, Nitya Siri? Nitya Siri. Okay. Where to read the classical book? Chika Jun, for classical book, right? If you can understand Chinese, then for Chinese one, like I've already mentioned, 如果你的家有三国演义那类书的话，就直接申请，那些肯定会过的。等下我看一下你是 Diploma 21A， Diploma 21A 书本的话，就是你阅读经典的话就比较稳，然后就比较不会白白做工就是你不会读了准备好了，结果你的书没有被批准这样子。For the classical book, you need to apply for the classical book yourself, yeah? You need to apply under event application for the old batch of student. Okay, for new intakes, you guys just listen only. This is not applicable to you all. Okay, so you need to go event application, apply for the classical book, and then get the link, URL link, book title, author, apply, and then you will get approved. Then you fill in the experience. Is there any other questions? 不客气，不客气，也非常谢谢你的发问。Okay. So if there's no more questions, we will proceed to this. So I will need you guys, all of you here, to spend some little time, help us to fill up this feedback form. 希望大家抽出一点点时间，拿起你们宝贝的手机 ，scan 一下这个 QR code， 然后给我们一些你们的反馈，这样子。所以下一个学期的话，希望我们可以做得更好。Aloysius 不用紧，等一下我 call 你 ，OK。OK 全部都可以 access 到吗？这个 feedback form 有人有什么问题吗？不一定，不一定，你自由决定要不要填这个只是一个有想要反馈的人就可以反馈这样子，这样的话有你们的意见才可以越做越好嘛。这个是我们第一次举办这样子的一个讲座活动，这样子迎新会啦，其实。希望你们今天都觉得很充实不要离开先等下我会分享那个 QR code。Please don't leave the meeting yet after filling up this feedback form. Later on, I'll be sharing the QR code. Please scan Please scan. If you don't scan, then nothing to record your attendance. So Aloysius, try to get a phone to scan the QR code later on at least. There'll be no link just QR code. So you need to have a phone. Okay. I will share the QR code. Give me some time. Okay, hopefully you guys are looking at my screen. Can you all see the QR code the attendance? Because I'm in sorry, I'm in a full screen mode.
那个 QR code 那个 Live 20的在哪里啊？
你只要 scan 这个，没有看到吗？我现在分享出来的这个，
我没有看到哎。
你没有看到啊？等一下
哦，没有。
OK.
Look, I can see the QR code just now.
For 21B student, please do not, just ignore the QR code. This one is for for the old batch of students. Hope this clarifies. Okay. So hopefully all of you here already scanned your attendance. Thanks so much for attending today's orientations. Appreciate your attendance. 非常感谢大家今天的出席，希望今天对大家来说都是有收获的一个活动。非常感谢你们。The minimum requirements for experience is 150. 150. Maybe I type it out. Aloysius, 你可以 check 一下你的 Microsoft Team chat, okay? And then this is just a gentle reminder that sometimes if you key your report or experience, right, and then you go away to do something else, you might automatically lock up from the system. So whatever things that you have already typed for I don't know how long will disappear like that. Just be careful. Yes, 21B new batch student no need to scan the QR code. OK， 发多一次 QR code 是吗？看一下啊。这样的话 ，scan 得到吗？scan 得到吗？还是要放大？OK。 可以吗？这样比较方便。Okay. So that's all for today. Thanks for your new student no need to scan. New student no need to scan. New student, you guys need to wait until 2022B next year. Next year the same semester. Okay, same B semester. Okay, wait did I need to scan? Christine, I remembered you are a new student, 21B. Okay, you don't have to. Christine, you don't have to scan. For QR code, you don't have to scan, but feedback form, hopefully you guys can help to fill it up. Later on, I will share the link inside the Teams so you guys can access it. 你的等一下亨家信，你 seminar 12分 classical text reading 10分，现在你就只差 volunteer work， 所以22分的话，你离30，你是需要30分对吗？你需要20分而已啊，你是 diploma student 20分，所以你已经达分了，可是你还没有做那个 volunteer work，OK？Volunteer work 的话，你是需要去 enroll 这个 Life 2030的这个科目，然后老师会告诉你你应该要做什么。Ken, Chang Wei Kiat, you can text me later via Microsoft Teams, hopefully easier. Gia Sing, 你是 OK， 不用紧，等一下我再回答你吧。看一下灰心是 BC， 你不能够 access to the attendance through scanning the QR code 啊。OK， 你可以在 Team PM 我嘛，留给我你的名字跟学号啊那些的，在 Microsoft Team inbox 我，因为我真的很怕忘了你们。Tips to share for writing the experience. Okay, basically writing experience is whatever you have in your thoughts. Just make sure that it's polite. 就是 make sure 你的想法那些好好的组织成，就像你普通写作文这样子。你看了有什么感想？你听了讲座有什么感想？看了那本书有什么感想？就这样写。OK， 慧心记得啊，要 Microsoft Team inbox 我，因为我很怕我会忘记。Okay, so I suppose there's no more questions, so I will end the meeting. 可以，你们可以离开这个 meeting 了。非常感谢你们今天的出席。Joel, you need to check that in your account.